Shadows are coming, windows are closing. We're all alone in this wicked, wicked world. This world is burning in fire. It's drowning desires. We're breeding liars, and now it's getting cold.
So hey guys, welcome. And how I hope everyone's having a good evening. How is my voice? Can everyone hear me from where you are at? Want to make sure that the mic is going well. So tell me, can you hear me, chat pack? I'm hoping that it's loud enough. Yep, mic is good. Sweet. Well, welcome. I am Psycheshire. I am your host. This is my domain. Welcome. Mi casa de su casa. My home is your home, so welcome. Rather be my friend or rather be my foe. You always have a place to go. So, welcome for those of you that are new and anyone watching the VOD. And tonight we're going to be playing Vampire the Masquerade, Coteries of New York. But before we do, I'm going to go through just a little rundown of our intro. Like I always do, welcome, Ritalin. And yeah, speak up, all my people from my chat. It's a highly interactive chat. And I want to make sure everybody is recognized like Darth Laser and Vin and Croc and anybody else hiding in my chat. So glad to have everybody here. And we'll go through the panels and the intros as always. If you look down on the panels, you're going to see, yeehaw! You're going to see the emote that was created by Jelly. It is amazing. It is absolutely awesome. And she is creating 2 more emotes for me for our different tiers. There's also information about how to contact me. If you could please put up our Discord link, the Twitter link, the Steam link, as well as the YouTube channel. Reasons why? Well, if you want to come hang out in my home, come to Discord. Jump in, come hang out with us, as well as you have a way to message me whenever you need me, and you'll be able to get information on when we stream. We also have a habit of playing Dead by Daylight, my most favorite addicting game. And when we do it at night, a lot of times we will broadcast that and do it through Discord as well as through Steam itself. Now, let's say you like that game too and you'd like to play it. There's also the Steam link, so you can find my profile, friend me, and then message me, yo, cat, I want to play. Then I can pull you into the game and you can play right alongside with us. We like to do that quite often. YouTube channel that has got all kinds of clips, as well as the intro you just saw that I created for Vampire the Masquerade Coteries of New York. I asked Draw Distance if they would mind if I created an additional video that was basically chopped up pieces of some of the other trailers and added some unique music and created the timing and choreography parts of it together, and voila, you have the trailer. It is now up on YouTube, as well as past games that we have played through the stream, including Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 1, which was an amazing blast. It's me trying to pretend I'm a Cammy when I'm a Sabat at heart. That is so hard. But anyway, I did it, I managed it, and beat the game. So you can look at that. I've also got some stuff from Dark Souls, as well as I'm trying to put up some clips from Dead by Daylight, because I like to record the blooper reels. How can you have blooper reels in that game? Oh, trust me, you have some killers out there that have a very unique sense of humor. So, yeah, it's fun and it's a blast. So make sure that you check those out. And if you look down on the rest of the panels, just going by quickly, info on me, info about our rules, you see Chester right in the middle of your screen, and that is Chester the Chat Cat. He's vicious. There's also a couple pictures of me, yeah, just so you know you're talking to, and information about our streaming, as well as some songs that we use, some games coming, and games playing. Now that we've done all of that, we're about to jump into the game, but I promised you that I would let you guys know what I was talking about, the big blooper junk that happened this morning. Okay, so one, it was cold. I am not prepared for Florida to be cold. Hey, Jaded! Yeehaw! I am so glad you're able to come. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey! Yeehaw! She is my evil twin from another server, and she is awesome. She is ruthless. She is cutthroat, just like we like it. So yeah. Hey, Jaded. Glad to have you here. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my side of hell. And so basically, this morning I was telling the story. I'm not used to Florida being cold. I don't like Florida being cold. Hey, John Bonsai, sweet. We've got another one, John Bonsai. He's a dude. He's an awesome dude. He runs a server that has a whole crudload of people on there that get to post their links so that people can go and see their YouTube. So shout out to Jaded. Shout out to John Bonsai. Jaded is really cool. She's also part of a lot of the Vampire the Masquerade type of role plays that are done live. And she plays Marilyn, which is hilarious. Marilyn's a Malky. Absolutely love it. I crack up every time that I watch it. I've got clips saved of that. So, Jaded, whenever you want, I can throw you some of those clips. They were so hilarious. I think it was last night. And yeah, so glad to have you here, John Bonsai. Grab a seat, hang out for story time. Because, it'll be a thing. Feed your inner beast tonight. You are so welcome, Jaded. She's a star. Jaded's a star. So, anyway, I don't do cold. You'd love all three clips. Did you get to see them? If you didn't, I'll give them to you because they were awesome. I think Riddlin, yeah, he clipped them for me and sent them to me. They were amazing. Yep, give John Bonsai a shout out. Can we give a shout out also? Yep, there you go. Shout out to Near Dark Studios. Get that out there too. Any of my friends, my people, make sure you go to these two places. These are amazing, awesome individuals and get some shout outs to them. So anyway, this morning it was cold and I have to walk from my car actually to my office. And it's, right, flat surface and everything, but it is cold. I don't do cold at all. Cold does not work for me. I live in Florida. There is a reason why I don't live north of Florida. It's because I don't do cold. Well, it's cold. I'm walking down the sidewalk, getting to work. Got my hands full, got my coffee, got my bag, everything. And I'm going upstairs. I don't know, I guess it was just cold. I need a new pair of shoes, whatever. And I went to face plant on concrete. Now, the good thing is, I've trained in martial arts for quite a while, so I know how to fall. I didn't spill my coffee. Didn't even spill one drop of my coffee. But in order to stop my face from hitting the concrete, I planted my fist into the concrete. So it was scratched up, bloody, and bleeding all across the knuckles. Looks like I got in a massive war fight, and I didn't even notice the blood dripping down my hand till I actually got in my office. I'm like, what is that dripping all over my desk? Oh, shit, that's my blood. Kind of like, it's a little on the light side. Maybe it should be a little darker than that. But anyway, I figure that's the cold. But yeah, so now my hand has got a big, nice gashy boo-boo all over on my knuckle near my pinky. And if you actually want to see it, I can show it to you. But I got up, I got to work. It's not a biggie. Yeah, you should see the other guy. So I'm a warrior. I was raised on 23 acres in the middle of the woods, and I am used to bumps, bruises, blood, cuts, gore. Plus, I've had a tattoo. I have a very high pain tolerance, so I'm good. Not an issue. But it was just kind of like, I guess I got to put a Band-Aid on that so I don't freak anybody out. So I did. So that was my boo-boo this morning. It wasn't fun, but I got to work and I'm like, please do not let this be an indication of today. And today actually went rather well. It was kind of slow going, which is good because I needed it slow going. But yeah, so that was pretty much the beginning of my day. And now I am here. Then I got home. I got something to eat. Trust me, you'd rather me eat before I do this. Otherwise, it's really bad. Yeah. Not double hunger doesn't work well. So, we're going to go ahead and start the game, which is Vampire the Masquerade Coteries of New York. So, if you guys are ready, we're going to flip over to the game, and I'm going to pull it up. Make sure when we get over there that you can hear my voice. I'll do a voice check and a visual check just to make sure you can hear my voice as well as see the game. Because this is an interactive chat. You guys are going to be helping me make a decision. All the decisions in this game. My fate is in your hands. Your wish is my command. So, shall be right back. Hang tight, chat pack, pull up a seat, pull up a chair, grab you a drink, grab you some food. I'll be right back. So it looks like we're here and we're up. So can you hear my voice? And how is my voice in relation to the game? Does either need to be turned up or down? You tell me, chat pack. You're the ones that have to hear me. Double chili cheeseburger with bacon. Sounds good? Sweet. Alright, let's rock and roll, people. Alrighty, so let us load our game. We are on night 12. So last we met, we've got 5 individuals that we have to check out. So let's start at the bottom. This is our gangrel. A tapping up the window, a small grayish bird flying off, a small piece of paper left on the windowsill. Prospect, ASAP, Tam. So that is our gangrel. Then next, we have D'Angelo. He is our Nosferatu. It's been a while since you've heard from D'Angelo. Maybe he's busy, sticking his nose where it doesn't belong. Or maybe he's pissed off the wrong people and is now rotting in a ditch somewhere. Either way, now's as good a time as any to check up on him. That's D'Angelo. Then we have Benoit Segal. Wants to meet you again at the cathedral. You wonder whether that mysterious priest will be there. We're not sure what he is at this point, although the last time we met Benoit, it was quite the stir. Then we have Agathon. Juno, the notes. You find the mystery of Agathon's research tantalizing enough to pay him a visit. And then we have a new addition. This was our stalker. You've had enough of Adelaide Davis. It's time to head for asylum and confront her with Sophie by your side. So here we go, chat pack. We get to pick one of these 5. You tell me, who do you want? Whom are we thinking? Are we thinking, we have our gangrel. We have our Nosferatu. Hey, Ritalin, welcome back just in time. We've got Adelaide, who is our stalker. We have the gangrel Tam. We have the Nosferatu. We have Benoit. We don't know what he is. And we have our Tremere. So we want the Nosferatu. In honor of Jaded, I'm going to go with the Nosferatu. And then we'll go from there. So let's check out the Nos and let's see what he is up to. You make your way through the now familiar rusty maze of the grain terminal. and up the stairs to D'Angelo's office. This time, however, you find the room firmly locked. There's a note pinned to the door. You rip it off and scan through the crooked lettering. There's been another one. At the scene now. Come to Bedstudy, corner of Pulaski and Garvey. ASAP. It looks like D'Angelo could use your help. Better get going. As you approach the address D'Angelo gave you, a squad car passes you by, sirens blaring. Following it, you make a turn from DeKalb Avenue into Pulsaki Street. Sure enough, the street is awash with red light, and the 4 or so police cars parked on the nearest corner, next to an ambulance, confirm that you're in the right place. You move closer to what appears to be the New York's finest convention, looking around in the hope of spotting a familiar, if not altogether pleasant, face. No such luck. True to his Nosferatu lineage, D'Angelo is nowhere to be seen. You stop on the sidewalk across the street, trying not to draw attention to yourself. All of a sudden, one of the cops standing by the entrance to the building looks straight at you. It gives you a double take, and you instinctively look away. Bad move, you think to yourself, as you notice him making his way towards you. One, 2, or 3, chat pack, your choice. Do you calmly wait for the cop to approach? Do you start walking away? Or do you make a run for it? What say thee, chat pack? Your call. I'm thinking either 1 or 2. I could go either way. You're thinking 1, Jaded? I think if you run, you're going to get shot. That'd be a little hard. Waiting for him makes a little bit more sense. You've done nothing wrong, just a nosy onlooker. Heh, I'm thinking it might be best to calmly wait. You take off running, you will be shot. So let's say calmly wait for him to approach. Bite your tongue. Not allowing panic to set in, you stand your ground, doing your best ordinary citizen impression. The cop waddles across the street towards you, his sense of authority putting that extra spring in his step. You try to remain calm, even as he puts his hand on his holster. Shit! You can't help but mouth the word. This is about to get messy. Suddenly, he stops, as if instinctively realizing he was just inches away from a grisly demise. He waves at you dismissively and yells in a thick Brooklyn accent, "Hey! This here's an active crime scene. Be on your way!" Relieved, but trying not to show it, you put on your grumpy New Yorker face and start to walk away. As you make your way past a dark alleyway, someone grabs you by the arm and pulls you into the shadows. If the smell of cigar and cheap cologne didn't give him away, the gravelly voice sure does. Nice save, dumb to show your face around in the first place, but still. Come on, I'm parked around the corner. Before you know it, you're sitting in the passenger seat of a busted old sedan parked half a block away, giving you a nice view of the police gathering. Feeding opportunity. We can take them. We can take them, no sweat. See? There's only 2 of them that we know of. Might be more inside. I don't know, kid. I can handle risky, but this seems downright stupid. 1 or 2, chatback? I'm gonna say you better go with 2. Don't piss off the Nosferatu. He's also rather good. He's rather old, knowledgeable, wise. I would not push your luck with the Nosferatu. I'm leaning towards 2, but I am at your mercy, chatpack. You tell me, what is your poison tonight? Your call. You're thinking, 1. I don't want to dive in. Well, actually, I'm already dead, but I don't want to necessarily die twice. It's not final death. Hey, Fang, how are you? Good to see you, Fang. So what are we thinking? We're thinking 2? What say ye, chat? I'm kind of leaning towards 2. Done shoveling the driveway? Man, I do not envy you. We're gonna go with 2. 2 for show. Yeah, you're probably right. Better safe than sorry. 1 or 2, let's try this again. Let me talk to them, I'll get us in. Or do your shadowy sulking thing. Either he takes the lead or you do. Now, chat pack, which way do you want to go? I'm not sure. I'm a 50-50 on this one. Either you do it and impress him, or you let him do it. You're thinking 2, like let the Nosferatu do it? What say the rest of my chat pack? Fang says maybe we do it. Which option is, you're thinking 2. Which option is to feed? I'm assuming that is. And do that one. I think both could lead to feed. Okay, now I don't know what that is. You're going to have to message that to me. I want to know what you said, Rain. Now I want to know what you said. You have to message me. DM me in Discord. Let me see what that was. Yeah, so we're going to let him do or we do the shadowy sulky. Either him or we, whichever they meant. Hey, how about you do your shadow skulky thing? Maybe you can find some way to let me in from the inside. You want to see naked Nazi parts, Rain? No, you don't. That's fleshcraft, Rain. No, you don't. Wow. That is so rotten. Okay. D'Angelo. Shadowy, skulky thing? Jesus, kid. Childish phrasing aside, that's as good as an approach as any, I guess. Without another word, he gets out of the car and heads for a nearby back alley. You watch in silence as he disappears into the shadows. A minute passes, then another one, and another. You begin to worry. What if there were more cops inside? What if your moldy partner has gotten himself in trouble? Rain is broken. No. Rain is just fine. Leave Rain be. He's good. Yeah, no. He good. Suddenly, a shadowy silhouette appears in one of the windows on the second floor. Looks like he made it, after all. At least you hope it's him. The shadow waves at you and points to the corner of the building opposite the two cops. You get out of the car and quietly make your way towards the alley. Sure enough, you find that a ladder leading to a fire escape has been conveniently dropped for you. Good work, D, you mumble to yourself as you climb to the second floor. Finding the crime scene proves easy enough. You just follow the yellow police tape, and before you know it, you're standing in the middle of what used to be someone's living room. The place has been completely trashed. Knocked over furniture, shattered glass, the works. Looking around, you notice a sign scribbled on a nearby wall. It reads, "His gift, our fate." You're no expert in typography, but the crooked letters look similar to the ones you saw back in Red Hook. Sure enough, there's very little in terms of blood, save for the occasional stain that's bound to end up on the carpet once you toss someone through a glass coffee table. D'Angelo leans against the doorway. He seems lost in his thoughts, sucking on his cigar compulsively and mumbling to himself. You lean in a bit, trying not to make it obvious you're listening in. You manage to catch the last few lines of his monologue. The night's been kind to them so far, but the questions kept piling on, and now they've found themselves amidst the wreckage of another life. It was up to them to sift through the debris and come up with a neat little pile of answers. Suddenly, he tenses up as if sensing your eyes upon him. Go get him, Jaded. Get him. I had to. Feel free to chip in, kid. Anything catches your eye? Alright, 1, 2, or 3. What am I sending to your Discord DM, Riddlin? I have no idea. But give me 1, 2, or 3. Hey, Toby. Welcome, Toby. So, chat pack, you've got 1, 2, or 3. Another piece of graffiti. No blood, same as before. Or the place is a mess. Talk to me, chat pack. Which one you want? 1, 2, or 3? I just read what Riddlin said. Seriously? Wow. That's cool. Okay. the phrase may spark. One, the phrase may spark something in him. And you think the Nazi would notice the graffiti. So, another piece of graffiti. Yeah. So are we thinking the graffiti? Or are we thinking the place is a mess? Jaded's saying 3, the place is a mess. Nazi see patterns, and it may be something he can trace. This is true. But you've also got the graffiti. The blood aspect is more or less obvious. I'm leaning on the graffiti or the fact that the place is a mess. So what are we thinking? A mess? Or are we thinking graffiti? Which one, chat pack? You vote 1. You vote graffiti. Okay. Ritalin votes graffiti. What else? I go with the majority rules. So we got graffiti. 1 for graffiti. What else? Your vote counts for 5 votes. Ritalin. Are you Malky? Are those the different personalities? Do you have 5? If you do, then that might be a logical twist. You concur with that math? I'll go with graffiti, since Ritalin's making such a point about it. His gift, our fate. Yeah, there's that. What do you think it means? 1 or 2? I am thinking... You're abstaining, Darth? Because you already know. I'll rig the vote. I love it. I love it. Okay, so what are you thinking? Is it about Cain or is it apocalyptic? I'm thinking, I don't know. I could go either way. I could see it being about Cain, his gift. But I could also see it being more or less apocalyptic, because it's not just stating that it's Cain. It's stating something more prophetic. So I'm almost thinking 2. I don't know, what do you think, Chatback? Use your brains with me. Our fate are the children who have to deal with it. You make a good point. There are so many stars around what you're saying, Ritalin, and I have no idea what it is. Dang. Okay. I'm going with Crocs. Because you got stars around. You need to, like, put DM what the stars are. Okay. It's about Cain. His gift. Isn't there a theory that Cain was the first vampire? I don't mind, Ritalin, if you use that. I just want to know what it is. Oh. It's more than a theory. To some, it's a deeply held belief. And yeah, you're right. It's about the gift of Cain, as in vampirism, our fate. Clearly, someone wasn't too happy to receive it. Good call, Chatpack. God damn it. I hate where this is going. One or 2? I'm gonna pull rank. I'm gonna say number 1. I'm gonna say which is... which is... me being right About thin blood involvement, I mean. Anyway, looks like we're not getting any more out of this place. No way around it. We gotta see the body. 1, 2, or 3 chat pack. Is that really necessary? Or are we protecting thin bloods? Sure, might as well be prudent. Which way are we going with this? 1, 2, or 3? Alright, if you type anything and it comes up in stars, you have to send to me in a DM what you just said. Croc, you too. You can't decide. Come on, Ritalin. What do we have? I'm thinking. I'm either thinking 2 or 3. If it wasn't necessary, I doubt he'd do it, so I think it is necessary. So asking number 1 just sounds stupid, I think. I'm going with 2 or 3. Which one you want, chat pack? Do we just go right for the throat? Are you protecting thin bloods? Or do we say, sure, might as well be prudent? Yeah. It's left brain versus right brain. 3. Alright, we're gonna go with sure, might as well be prudent. For a penny. In for a penny, in for a pound. Might as well be prudent. My thoughts exactly. The Dustborns have it bad as it is. If I'm gonna accuse one of them for breaking the masquerade, I want solid evidence. And I mean rock fucking solid. Luckily for us, I might know someone who will get us an audience with our dearly departed. To your surprise, he pulls out a cell phone, a busted old clamshell. He flips it open and spends a good minute browsing through the contacts, muttering to himself. Finally, he makes the call. Hey, you know who this is? Yeah. That favor you owe me. Time to deliver. Listen, I know you got a fresh one. The murder in Ben Stewie? I need to take a look. Yes, now. Yeah, you better. With that, he hangs up and gives you his trademark wry smile. One or 2 chat pack? Are we going with cell phones forbidden? Or are we going with are we good? Which one? What are we thinking? So we're thinking 2, 2, 2, 2. Yes. We'll go with are we good? So, are we good? Yeah, we're good. Next stop, Kings County. Kings County, the bleeding heart of Brooklyn. It's beating as hard as ever, with ambulance after ambulance bringing in sick and wounded New Yorkers to be pumped through the tight arteries of the healthcare system. It's a dangerous place for a kindred to show their face, people who specialize in noticing all sorts of physical afflictions, especially the sort that makes up the very essence of a vampire's existence. For instance, death. Thankfully, your business here tonight keeps you away from the hectic human hive of the ER. Instead, you follow D'Angelo to a relatively quiet part of the underground parking lot that's closest to your current point of interest, the Kings County Morgue. Having found yourself a convenient and suitably unlit spot near the hospital wall, you wait patiently for D'Angelo's contact to appear. Every now and then, you glance over at the undead gumshoe, as if to make sure his moldy mug isn't showing any signs of worry. It doesn't. Or at least he's very good at hiding it. Finally, after 30 minutes or so, a lone figure emerges from a side entrance. As the human-shaped shadow walks by, you're quick to recognize him as the EMT you saw back at the murder site. Clearly nervous, the 20-something-year-old redhead can't seem to help but look back, making sure no one is following him. Finally, he stops and lights up a cigarette. Without even looking in your direction, he takes a puff and exclaims, seemingly to no one in particular, "Room 112, you've got 20 minutes. D'Angelo speaks without looking at you. That's our cue. You follow the fanged detective through the same door the EMT walked out of. Luckily, this wing of the hospital seems unusually empty. Still, the confidence with which D'Angelo makes his way through the white and green corridors makes it clear he's been here before. Finally, he stops in front of one of the doors, room 112. That's your stop. The room is small, with only one oversized freezer by the wall, and a single slab mounted in its center. Sure enough, the body of a middle-aged man is splayed out on its steel surface. Even for a dead man, he seems unnaturally pale. Extreme blood loss will do that to you. Try as you might, you can't help but look at the man's face, his features twisted in abject horror. This was not a peaceful death. Looking closely, you notice 2 small puncture wounds on the victim's neck. If ever there was a clear sign of a vampire attack, you're yet to see it. Looking over to D'Angelo, you notice his lips moving in a familiar motion. He's narrating again. Before he can utter an intelligible word, you cut in with a remark. 1, 2, or 3. What do you make, Chat Pack? What do we have? What are we feeling tonight? We've got a 1. We've got a 3. Actually, we've got 2 1s and a 3. Yeah, so I think 2 is out. Because are those teeth marks? I mean, yeah, duh. So it's either 1 or 3. On the first one, it was sucked dry. And there's teeth marks. But the look on his face, I'm thinking that might be a thing. Do we remember on the first body, did we ever look at the body's face? Do you remember? The expression. I'm right with you on that, Ridlin. It's the expression. Maybe he was down to clown. So what are we thinking, Chatpack? Are we thinking 1, 2, or 3? Till he's dead in the ground. So we're thinking what? I think teeth marks is out. So we're looking at either 1 or 3. Where are we going with this, my poets in chat? Lost but not found. But can you get around to picking either 1 or 3? Thank you, Vin. Thank you, Vin. Aw, that is sweet. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You've been convinced at 3. Alright, so we got a 3. Riddlin, are you going with a 3, I'm assuming? Let's give 3 a shot. Let's do that. Jesus, look. The look on his face. It's like nightmare fuel. In other words, like Dead by Daylight stuff, you know? Like when you get caught by the killer. I'm just saying. No kidding. Which means he was fully aware all the way through. You're picking 3, Bob? I am not Bob. And I'm not Vanna either. We'll have to think of another nickname. Alright, here we go. He knew he was dying. Which, combined with the blood loss and the teeth marks on his neck, confirms our hypothesis. We have a thin blood cereal on our hands. Or it could be Sabat. Just kidding. Fuck. As if on cue, the door swings open. A tired-looking man with a stethoscope around his neck walks in. With his eyes fixed on his clipboard, he doesn't appear to notice you yet. Obfuscate, obfuscate, obfuscate. Whoop. Feeding opportunity. Lie your way out of it or hide behind the freezer. Or if you happen to be an Assamite through the Sabbat, you could just obfuscate. But of course, no. We're a Kami. We have a Bruja that we're playing in an Nosferatu. That's not one of their disciplines. So, do we feed? Or do we lie our way out of it? Or do we hide behind the freezer? That's what I'm saying. The Bruja do not have obfuscate. The Assamites have obfuscate. Neither does the Nosferatu. They don't either. The assassins do. So what do we think, Jackback? 1, 2, or 3? And Aussie would hide, I feel, but the Bruja would eat him, no? Yes, the Bruja would eat him. So we got 1 of each. Someone that would eat, some of them that would hide. Which way do you want to go? Brujas don't hide. Most of the time. Yeah, there's no lying. So we either feed or we hide behind a freezer. Part of me wants to just feed. Feeding time. Alright, we got a lot of people saying feed. What are we thinking? Are we gonna go ahead? You say, feed that beast. Feeding opportunity. Letting your instincts take over. You pounce on the unsuspecting doctor, plunging your fangs into his aorta. The precious liquid tastes sickeningly sweet, making you feel a bit lightheaded. It appears the good doctor has been getting high on his own supply. It takes you a moment to get your fill, but when you're finally done, you immediately feel D'Angelo's eyes upon you. You start coming up with an excuse, but he just smirks. You're quick, kid, I'll give you that. Beat me to it by a pube. Now come on, let's get out of here. Time to pay our dear Primogen another visit. Robert Larson's home looks about the same as last time. No added security. No angry dogs prowling the yard. It appears that the thin-blooded Primogen would rather risk another visit from his old pal D'Angelo than to arouse suspicion of his family and neighbors. Which is good, considering that's what he's about to get. Sure enough, the light in Larson's study is on, and you even catch a glimpse of the man himself shuffling around the room. You look over to D'Angelo, wondering how you're going to get Larson's attention this time. Without a single word, D'Angelo walks over to a nearby street lamp and leans against it, making sure he's visible to any and all who happen to look. Looks like time for subtlety is over. It only takes a couple minutes for Larson to take notice. You see him lean against the window and storm out of the room. In mere seconds, he's out in front and in D'Angelo's face. Listen to me, you moldy fuck. I've had just about enough of your shit. You want to pester me? Fine. Then leave my family out of it. For a moment, D'Angelo just stands there, motionless, allowing Larson to get his frustrations out. Suddenly, he grabs the thin blood by the collar, lifts him off the ground, and smashes his back against the lamppost. Are you finished? All right, now you listen to me and listen good. You think I'm enjoying this? You think I like to be jerked around? You think I got nothing better to do than hang around this little puppet theater you've made for yourself? Now either you give me a lead I can follow, or I'll start remembering things you'd rather forget. For the first time since you met him, Larson looks speechless, his eyes wide with fear. He can only mutter under his breath, "You wouldn't dare try me." Cue awkward silence. You stand there, shifting your eyes from one vampire to the other. Guess it's time to either press the advantage Okay, I think we're back. I think one of my doggies unplugged the wires because it came unplugged. Yes, we are talking about food and dinner, hero. So back to our game. I'm going to read this one again. Crickets. Cue awkward silence. You stand there, shifting your eyes from one vampire to the other. And guess it's time to either press the advantage or play the good cop. Can everybody hear me now? I want to make sure that the mic got cut back on. Love my doggos, but they tend to like to wrap up in my cord because it kind of hangs down a little. So is everybody able to hear me now? Yes. Chat pack. Yep, we're good. Okay. Hopefully they didn't pull it out like too much where it's gonna like go crackle, crackle, pop, pop. Alright, here we go. So, 1, 2, or 3? Which way do we want to go? Come on, Larson, spit it out. Or take it easy, D'Angelo. Or let's all just calm down. Which way do we want to go, Chadback? I'm thinking 3. The best thing about a negotiator, to want to piss off the Primogen. At the same time, D'Angelo is your buddy. You don't want to piss him off either. So it's like if you go against either one of them and don't play the middle role, you might be screwed. Which way do you think? You want to go with 1? I am at your mercy, Chadpack. We got a 3 and we got 2 1s. You're good with a okay, we got 2 3s and 2 1s. Plead your case to me. Sometimes it's helpful to be a coward, so you're thinking 3. Primogen. Croc thinks the Primogen is hiding something. We gotta push for info. Vin thinks we should grill him. Ritalin thinks that we gotta play the coward, that it might be helpful. Fang's going with 1. We have a bunch saying, let's grill him, so let's see what happens with this. Let's cross fingers. Come on, Larson. Just give us something. It's been a rough night. See, Robert? My assistant here's tired of your shit, too. So what's it gonna be? If you want my help, put me the fuck down. With his feet back on the ground, Larson straightens his collar in a faint attempt at preserving some shred of dignity. There's a place in Manhattan, Lower East Side, one of the few places in the city where my people can find shelter. Yeah, I know it. If you go there right now, you might find what you're looking for. D'Angelo stares at him for a moment, just long enough to make it uncomfortable. We'd better. Finally, D'Angelo loosens his grip. You both watch Larson limp back to his house, looking back over his shoulder like he's gonna tell the teacher on you. You look to your partner, meaning to ask what that whole things you'd rather forget deal was, as if sensing your curiosity. D'Angelo cuts in with a preemptive mutter. Come on, we got what we came for. As you reach the address Larson gave you, you find yourself standing in front of what looks like an old garage. On the outside, the place looks as uninteresting as it gets. You'd think it abandoned, if not for the few barely working lights illuminating its shabby facade. Once you're inside, however, if ever there was a place worthy of being called a wretched hive of scum and villainy, this is probably it. The room is littered with drunks and crackheads, human and thin blood alike, their minds lost in their cruel little worlds, their bodies splayed out across the floor. D'Angelo leans over and whispers in your ear. I'll cover the back door. You stay near the front. Let's look around and see what we can find. Before you can ask what exactly you're supposed to be looking for, D'Angelo disappears into the shadows. 2 or 3, chat pack? What are you thinking? I'm thinking Auspex. That's a discipline. Let's use it. We've got it. We might as well use it, right? I'm going with 3. Yep. Let's all go with 3. Aspect, focus your senses. Focusing your senses, you plunge into the full spectrum of the room, hoping to hear someone or something worthy of attention. You regret it almost instantly. The room becomes a deafening echo chamber, a sea of babbling lunatics, of muttered curses and drug-induced ramblings. You're almost ready to give up when a faint whisper catches your attention. A female voice, soft, trembling. The gift. He speaks to us. The blood speaks. A few words are enough to tell you you've just hit the jackpot. You follow the voice to its source, a young woman hunched in the corner of the room. As you walk towards her, D'Angelo emerges from the shadows right next to you. Nice catch. He kneels down beside her. You can tell he's trying to sound as comforting as possible, but with his gravelly timbre, it's not really working out. Hey, it's okay. We're not here to hurt you. Just want to talk. No, don't talk. Too loud, too loud. She seems halfway out of it. It's like the lights are on, but whoever's inside is stumbling around after one hell of a bender. Alright, you like it quiet. Got it. Can you tell me your name? Sana. That's what he called me. Suddenly, you hear the door swing open behind you, even though the night is fairly warm. A cold chill runs down your spine. You look towards the entrance. There's a woman standing there, and something about her just screams kindred. Even though she seems comically overdressed for the situation, somehow you don't feel like cracking a smile. Whoever she is, you can tell she means business. She starts making her way to the back of the room, not making any effort to sidestep any of the junkies and drunks. They all know well enough to get out of her way. Acting out of bravery or sheer stupidity, you walk up to her. She looks at you as if you're something she just scraped off her shoe. You smile nervously, without even knowing it. 1, 2, or 3. What do we say, chat pack? What do you think? The 2? Hey, yeah. God. 2 would not be good. I'm going for 1. 2 because she's cute as fuck. God, you're gonna get me killed again. Double killed. We got a 3, we got a 2. I have to go with 2. That's majority. I'm gonna die twice. It's gonna be. You realize if this happens badly, I'm coming after all of you, and I am relentless, and I am Sabbat, which means you will all die viciously. I'm just saying. Okay, let's go with 2 then. As soon as you open your mouth, her hand shoots out, grabbing you by the throat. The woman looks at you, tilting her head as if examining a curious specimen of insect. Suddenly, her eyes shift as she notices something behind you. Her face turns from disgusted curiosity to sheer annoyance. You. Hey, Val. That's my assistant you got there. Do you mind? She rolls her eyes. You feel the grip on your neck loosen and awkwardly fall to your feet. She makes her way towards D'Angelo, pushing you aside like a rag doll. Where is she? You're gonna have to be a bit more specific, darling. Don't play coy, Guinea, the manslayer. I know she's here. A blood hunt has begun. By order of the prince herself, the girl is to meet her final death. Ooh, you have to look up blood hunt. Let's look it up. A punishment sentencing a vampire to final death at the fangs of their peers, the code of the kindred, and the system for punishing transgression is the law of retaliation. That sounds like Diablerie to me. Yummy. Hold your horses, honey. I'm conducting an investigation of the auspices of the sheriff. That counts for something, too. Look, sweetie, I'm not here for some clit measuring contest. You want to get ugly, be my guest. Otherwise, I suggest you step aside and let me do my job. By all means. He steps aside in a comically exaggerated fashion. You look to the corner where you last saw Sana, but find no trace of the girl. Well, I'll be. I could swear she was just here. Valerie looks at D'Angelo. She smiles softly, but you can tell she's trying very hard not to rip his head off. You'll regret this. Story of my life. Without another word, she turns on her heel and storms out. D'Angelo waves his hand in your general direction. Come on, kid. Let's get out of this shithole. As you emerge from said shithole, you feel the cool night's breeze caress your face. It's soothing and almost makes you forget how shitty the last few hours have been. Almost. Okay, kid. I know you've got questions. But it's getting early, and I don't feel like having a Q&A session right now. For now, you get one question. Make it count. 1, 2, or 3. Make this count, chat pack. Come on. Make it count. Now you see her, now you don't. Love magic. I wonder if you can throw obfuscate. unless you stand with them, you can use obfuscate. Tough choice, I know. I don't know which I would like to know more, one or two, but I'd like to know one of them. So we think two. Because the girl's the one we came after. That's the one we're looking for. 3 is dumb. Don't do 3. Yeah, it's either 1 or 2. So we're thinking we got a whole bunch of 2s and we got a 1. You're leaning 2? Alright, we're going with 2. It's still hard to believe that girl is our killer. Do you know where she ran off to? Not sure. But I might have some ideas. The important thing is we know who we're looking for. Too bad Valerie knows it too. She's a scourge, kid. Part enforcer, part assassin. All around pain in the ass. We'll be seeing more of her, you can bet on that. Let's look up scourge. An executor, subordinated directly to the prince. An assassin. And before you ask, yes, we've run into each other in the past. No, I don't like talking about it. Alright, kid, I don't know about you, but I'm turning in. I'll figure some stuff up. Keep looking for our girl. Feel free to swing by the office in a night or two. And with that, he stumbles off into the distance, not even bothering to keep to the shadows. Can't say you blame him. It really has been a rough night. Alright, Chat Pack. We are at rest. So what we're going to do is, I'm not even sure what time it is, but I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead. I feel like some Dead by Daylight, I think. Yeah, that was a lot. So we're going to end this right now. And we are going to pick back up Friday. Unless I get freaky and decide to do either tomorrow or Thursday. We'll see what I feel like. Alright, so we want to raid... Ooh, McStabber Studios. Give me the... Yeah, let's do that, because he's really awesome. And he has come in here many times and raided us. So... Oh, dang it. We got Talk to me, Chat Pack. We've got some McStabber Studios, we've got Sean, and we've got FamJack. So think about that a second. Let's pick. Okay, guys. So here we go. It looks like we have a vote 2 for Sean. So if you guys want me to go with Sean, we'll go ahead and raid Sean, and then we will catch McStabber Studios at another time. So give me the exact name, because I want to make sure I type it right, and then we will raid Sean. So give me that name in here. Up, now we got 2 for stabbers. Alright, so we got 2 for stabbers. Well, So you tell me. We've got 2 for McStabbers, and we've got 2 for Sean. What do we want to do? We got to have a tiebreaker. What do you think, guys? Give me a tiebreaker. We got 2 for Sean, and we got 2 for McStabbers. So what are we going to do? Flip a coin, roll a dice? Croc, make it fair. Flip something. Flip something, Croc. You flip it and you tell me. Have somebody call it. Flip it and have somebody call. Ritalin, you call for McStabbers. Fang, call for Sean. Flip it and call. Yeah, actually flip a coin. Flip a coin, tell me what it is, and we'll go from there. So flip a coin. So we're thinking heads for McStabbers, tails for Sean. Flip it. Coin is heads. That is McStabbers. Okay, give me McStabber's name in here. We will catch Sean on the second side. So give me McStabber's name so I can make sure I get it right. Let's do RAID. Oops, space MC. How do they spell that? STABBERS. Wait, I didn't do that right. So Ray, let me see. Space McStabberstudios. Here we go, chat pack. Be loud, be proud. Show them what we're made of. Beasts. Here we go. Ready? And we are in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Raid.
There's a big name on there. I used to post all the time.
Take these viewers. Oh, thank you. Hey, Psycheshire, raiding over in. You know I love it when you pop in, Psycheshire. I'm just playing a little goofy graveyard keeper tonight because, you know, I'm just in the mood to do some stuff. It's a fun game if you like, you know, things like Stardew Valley, or you just want to run a graveyard. You know, I love a graveyard. Gotta stay on brand. But now my guy's too tired. I gotta sleep. I'm gonna go to sleep in the bed. Someone must watch over the dead. Yeah, and somebody's got to put him in the ground. Though I did throw one in the river so that the body floated down to the town. I consider it like a message, just to let them know there's a new graveyard keeper in town. You know, hey guys, there's a new graveyard keeper. Take this body. Let me see. I gotta put some stuff away while I'm in my base because I can't carry anything right now. So I'll put the mushrooms. I'll keep these because I'm gonna eat all this